Anaheim, California. It's Saturday, January 10th, and you're waking up to a crisp Southern California morning. Right now we're sitting in the...
I'm so sorry to all the Mercedes fans out there because I have been slipping on this brand. I've always considered BMW on top, and personally I own an Audi, so I've started loving them a little bit more. But since reviewing this C300, specifically this W205, I think I might just be convinced that Mercedes is the best of the Germans. It's the best of the big three. But make sure you watch the whole video to realize why I'm saying this. My name is Shilohcarz. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you click that share button. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this video. Yeah, so let me just start with the exterior of the car. As you can already see, there's a two-tone on the back over here, so it makes a nice contrast between the black roof going over the top and the white exterior of the car. And then this aftermarket grille that my buddy and I installed, I can show just a short clip of that. Make sure you check it on my Instagram. The LEDs in the front. If you're gonna get an aftermarket vehicle, make sure you get one that was spec'd with the best lights possible so that it also looks nice. And then in the back, these backlights give a really nice look if they're turned on in the evening. Well, why wouldn't they be turned on? Are you driving with lights off? But anyway, that's pretty much it with regards to the exterior. I'm not gonna talk too much about the different specs because this is not a newer car, so you can't really spec it for yourself. But from the outside, the car does look premium. It does look luxury, which is what you want, right? If you're gonna be driving around here in Miami. And this is something that I think Mercedes really got right on this W205. I think the exterior design is the best exterior design of any C-Class that I've seen in all the different generations. With regards to the way this car drives, I will say that Mercedes did a good job in terms of how comfortable the drive is. I would say I would prefer to drive this car over a longer distance in comparison to my Audi A3, and I will say it definitely does feel more comfortable than a BMW. BMW, the seats are a bit more stiff over longer distances, and as a daily it might be a little bit less comfortable than what you get when you're inside a cabin like this one. When it comes to the handling of the car, when it comes to the speed of the car, I will say it's not as raw as what you would get in a BMW. It doesn't handle as well. It doesn't grip as well. It's nothing that the ordinary person would actually notice. But for driver's driver, if you're a driver's driver, I would say you probably want to get a BMW instead if you're very into spirited driving. But if you're going to be a person who's going to be covering longer distances, I would suggest you get this Mercedes because it's definitely more comfortable and it definitely feels like it can eat up the miles better than that BMW. The one thing that surprised me whilst I've been driving this Mercedes around this neighborhood is that my seatbelt has been off the whole time and I haven't heard the seatbelt chime, not even once. So I don't know whether it's something got to do with Mercedes or maybe this car specifically. I'm not sure, but it's something that someone needs to take a look at for sure. If you're a person who's concerned about your bank account, let me just say, do not get this car. This car does not cater to people who constantly look at their bank account. Because if you're getting a Mercedes, you're saying, I want luxury and I'm willing to pay for luxury.
A lot of very low IQ people, they don't do it. Other people work it out and they get them money and they go out and buy Mercedes-Benzes and they come from here, they have no money.
So obviously looking at this interior, yes, I will say Mercedes did cut corners when it comes to the feel of this leather. They were trying to be cheap. That's something that on their part is not luxury, but the rest of the car, the rest of the interior, it's definitely feeling premium. It's definitely feeling like Miami. I don't feel out of place when I'm driving around this area because this Mercedes, oh my, I was saying I don't feel out of place when I'm driving around Miami because this Mercedes definitely still does give me that premium luxury feel. Yes, I'm here, I've arrived. Look at me, look at my car, which is something we all want because that's the reason why we're breaking our bank accounts to be, you know, to be in these cars, to be in these Germans. And I feel like the Mercedes definitely does it the best in comparison to the BMW and the Audi. So if you're in Miami and you just want luxury and you just want those pictures, you just want to look like that guy, I would definitely say you want to be looking at this car more than the other two cars. If you're more into racing and all that, you probably want to be looking at the BMW. That's more for the spirited drivers. If you're into both, well, you might want to get an Audi. But nonetheless, I still do feel like this car is an incredible car. It's an incredible drive, and I hope I've done it justice. I hope I've done all the Mercedes fanboys justice by reviewing this car and just being as straightforward and as thorough as I can be. I know I haven't covered a lot of things, but I'm not going to go too much into detail with regards to how fast it is. It's on the faster side, but with regards to like 241 horsepower and all those kind of things, many people do not care about those things because they don't know what those things mean either way. They just want to know, does the car look nice? Does the car drive fast? Is the car expensive? Is the car easy to maintain? That's really pretty much it. And with regards to those questions and this car, I will say it is on the faster side. It's not that easy to maintain. It's easy to maintain if you have the budget to maintain it. It's expensive. It drives really nice, and it makes you feel like you are in Miami, especially for those of us who do live in Miami. Okay, here are my final thoughts about this Mercedes C300, and here's the real reason why I think that this specific C300 has convinced me that Mercedes might just be the best of the Germans. When you're looking at this car, its intended purpose is to make you feel like when you're sat in this driver's seat, you are money. And does it do that? Do I feel like when I'm sat in this driver's seat and I'm going to South Miami, I'm feeling like luxury, I'm feeling like money? Yes, I feel like money, I feel like luxury, I feel like I belong in Miami, where I am right now when I'm sat in a Mercedes. Mercs are for Miami. That is why I think that this car does its intended purpose. Yes, we can talk about practicality, we can talk about features, we can talk about all these different things, but I think that Mercedes has branded itself well enough to cater to what it's saying it wants to do. It wants you to feel luxury, and people see me as luxury when I'm driving this car, which is what I want, because I want the Instagram pictures. I want I'm in Miami, I'm on the yacht, I'm in a Mercedes. That's what I want, and that's what I want people to see me as, and that's what this car does. So if that's what you want, then you should definitely get this car. And we associate German cars with being luxury, with being premium, but I think this car definitely does it the best. If you haven't already noticed, I am definitely in love with this Mercedes, and I think I might just switch from my Audi into this Mercedes W205, because for the most part it's definitely made me think a lot about who the best of the Germans is. If you've watched this video until this point, thank you so much. My name is Shilohcarz. You've got to the final part of this video. Make sure you click that subscribe button. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you share it with a friend as well. Comment which car you want to see me review next, and without saying too much, let's end this video by launching this Mercedes.